Hey everyone, it is November 23rd right now, and this is going to be a review of the variety Delores. Um, I'm just calling it might be the next hype mango for Florida next year, right? I'm in Southern California, so it's November 23rd. I'm in Southern California. Been growing this variety for about 3 years now. Um, just kind of tell you guys a little bit about my experience with it. I've been growing for about 3 years in Southern California. It grows okay. It's a okay grower. It has had a lot of disease issue in my area, in my yard. You know, it's one where I've caught all kinds of sort of weird things on it. So, the blooms itself catches like powdery mildew along with like other black fungal and stuff that kind of kills off the bloom. The stems itself, I had it where it caught anthracnose in winter. I had it where it developed this kind of weird kind of warty bumps on the stem. So it's not a very disease resistant variety in my mind. I As of right now, it's not one I would recommend for California unless the flavor on this really just blows my mind away, right? So let's see. I picked this about 2 weeks ago or more. And then this one picked recently before a big storm that we had, just trying to make sure the flavors doesn't get diluted or anything like that, right? But it looks like it could be a pretty decent sized fruit. This smaller one looks like it's gonna be ripe pretty soon. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a kind of taste review on this. I've been writing in the names on a lot of this because I have been getting a lot of fruits, and I wasn't sure if I would get stuff mixed up, right? Okay, come on, let's go ahead and let's do a taste review on this. The flesh seems like it might be a little firm, and this might be prematurely picked because I'm seeing a little bit of wrinkling on it. Oh, one more note I did want to say about this. I have always noticed a strong citrus smell on this, like even breaking the leaves and even like picking the fruit. Some varieties, like the smell is there, but you have to kind of get right up to your nose to get that citrus smell. This one, like you pick it, you could smell it like from a decent distance from your nose, right? So that's the one thing that makes this very interesting, is that strong citrus note. Okay, I am going to go ahead and cut this. It seems to have cut really nicely. Color looks pretty decent. It's kind of like this yellowish, very, very light orange colors. And I could really smell the citrus already just from cutting this. All right. Right, it looks like a pretty fruit. The flesh looks pretty decent. Nothing funky going on with it. So let's see. Let's go ahead and taste this. Well, guys, this is very good. This is intensely sweet. I'm very surprised how intensely sweet this is. Strong tangerine notes, lots of strong zest notes to this. So when I'm talking about zest notes, sometimes if no one has had some of these citrus tasting mango, it's not about like the acidity on it. It's not like when you're describing something that's kind of lemony because it's a little bit sour and stuff like that. It's this strong citrus zest peel that you get from eating a citrus, like if you open up like a tangerine or something like that. This is really good. This is sweeter than the peach cobblers I had. The closest thing that this reminds me to is a peach cobbler. Very strong kind of citrus tangerine notes to it. Very strong sub-acid notes. Stone fruit flavors, I would say like a white peach. No more like a white nectarine with a little bit of probably like a peach. I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised about this. I mean, I heard about the hype. Wasn't too sure how this was gonna do. I always like trying the peel. There's no off flavors on this peel. It's not bitter or anything like that. There's no astringency to it or anything like that. But it's kind of tough. So kind of tough, and it doesn't add anything to it. This is very good, guys. It's like a so sweet and intense. It's like a tangerine popsicle. I tasted something that had a bit of that notes before with peach cobbler seasoning from my friend's Brian's tree. That one had like reminded me like a like a frozen popsicle, like a frozen orange popsicle. So this is like the second mango I had that has kind of remind me of that. This is very good. I mean, I thought this was like not gonna ripen properly, just because of the wrinkling on the sweet. It does, when I'm squeezing, it does seem like it has a firmer flesh. But I mean, this is nice flesh, soft flesh that melts. Very intense sweetness. The one most amazing thing about these Zill hybrids, the selection that Gary Zill made on this, is the high level of bricks that you get on it. You don't get that with a lot of mango, especially like some of the old classic ones. I mean, these, I think, like even in California, even though you pick them early, they still have such a high bricks content that it's like it ripens fine, and then it seems to ripen fine, and you still get a high kind of sugar notes on it, like really high intense sweet notes on it. All right, guys. I mean, this is a very impressive mango. It's very good. It's like a peach cobbler, right? Maybe even a little bit better than peach cobbler. I mean, I'm gonna have to really sample more of this to really say it. So it would have been easy to say, hey, this is like not as good as the hype, right? And like I said, it's a disease prone variety. Like I have not had fruits on this variety until this year, right? So it does need some consistent spraying, not just light spraying to get fruits on it, and it grows okay enough, right? So depending on your circumstance, how fast you want to go with it. I mean, peach cobbler is a very good one too. I would say this one's slightly a notch above it. It seems like because of the really strong, it has stronger citrus notes to it, and it has like a stronger, intense flavor sugar note to it. It's like very sweet, like candy sugar, like like these mango varieties that taste like candy, and again it kind of reminds me of like a like it's sprinkled with sugar, like a orange popsicle, right, with all the extra sweetener on it. That's what this reminds me of. But it has a strong citrus and sub-acid balance to it that just makes it work really well. This is a very, very surprising, very good, great mango. One thing I gotta tell you guys about, Delores is polyambiontic. So it is a polyambiontic variety. That was good. That's really good. Based on pure flavor alone, I say this has been a notch above my peach cobblers I had this season, which was really excellent. They were great too. They were amazing. So like a slight notch above it. Like I said, if you're worried about growth, you're worried about disease resistance and stuff like that, peach cobbler is probably the way to go. If you're not, I would say this one is, you know, if you're a collector, I guess, I mean, at this point, I have to say it is worth collecting. Very, very good, very surprised. You know, sometimes it's hard to believe the hype, right? But, you know, this did it. The only thing I would say, like I said, that and the color on this, it's not as intense yellow and intense orange as like some mangoes get. It's kind of almost like this duller yellow, duller pastel, kind of very, very light pastel orange or something like that. It's not a great color on the flesh, you know, but flavor is awesome. All right, guys, that is my view of Delores. Very good tasting mangoes if you could handle all the cons that comes with growing this variety. All right, thanks everyone.